So most people just stay in one place on Instagram and want to be discovered there alone. Not knowing that, or asking themselves, apart from Instagram, where do my ideal clients search for people? Do you say it? Where do they search for people? You need to also think about this other way. Someone that is looking for a wedding or is looking to do a wedding, what other things do they search for? Do they search for event planners in Enugu? Do you understand? Do they search for event planners that organizes Igbo weddings? Do they search for event planners that organizes Hausa weddings? So that you can put those SEOs inside your blog. So when they say, just kind of, you pop up. That's how you think about it. Because the more places that people can discover you, the better. Okay, let me rephrase. The more places your ideal clients can discover you, the better for your business. The more places that your ideal clients can discover you, the more leads that your business will generate. And once you generate a lot of leads and you can learn about how to land those clients during the sales course that we are going to do, it makes it easy to actually turn in the clients, the paying clients that you want at the end of the day. So all of it comes together when you look at it. We are not building one and leaving one outside. We are making sure that this one will roll into this one rolls into this one aids this one happen, this one, just like that. Yeah, I understand it could be it's new information, it could be overwhelming sometimes, but it's overwhelming because we are writing all of it on the board. But when we start implementing step by step, you will not even feel it. That's the good part of it. Because we are going to do this is step 1. Right? Let me even number it. This is step 1. This is step 2. This is step 3. This is step 4. This is step 5. This is step 6. And this is step 7. So we don't leave step 1 and come and do step 4. It must follow a certain sequence for it to produce a certain result. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if we don't do 1, we can't get to 2. The reputation that you're trying to build, first and foremost, is built on the product.
So the product brings the reputation.
Yes. You have to be a photographer that people know that you are great. So nobody can say, when it comes to the technical part, nobody will say, they can't say that. Because at the end of the day, you can bring in strategy that will actually earn you a few money here and there if your product is not good, but it will not last. So for you to have something that lasts, the product has to be great. Boss. So, sorry for disturbing your YouTube video that you were watching, but I have to tell you this. If you're a photographer, you're a creative business person, a filmmaker, whatever you're doing, but you're struggling to make money, I have something for you. If you send me a DM, we could book a session and we can change that thing for you. We have results that we have done and given to people all over the world, not just in Nigeria alone, in the UK, in the US, in Canada. It doesn't really matter. Business principles do not respect geographical boundaries. What we know is that once you apply the strategy, it will work. So there's a link under this video. Click on that link, book a session, and let's fix your creative business. You can now go back to the video and enjoy the rest of it. That's why most of the time, when I want to start, I look at the product first. If it's not up to what we are trying to build, and make sure we fix that. Because once we are able to fix the product, people seeing it would actually now say something about it. It's that saying something about it that builds the reputation. If it's him, forget it, he will deliver. It's him, you're going to get this kind of photographs. If it's him, that's the reputation that precedes you. And you want to build that core reputation around the product itself. So that wherever they take you to, you know that you deliver quality work. So the conversation is not even about whether you deliver quality work. That's not, because that's like, that's what you do. There's no conversation about it. Will it be standard? What will I be getting? Because when you look at a lot of photographers' work, you realize that one of the issues that they have is that the work don't look the same. They don't look like it came from the same hand. And once your work doesn't look like it came from the same hand, that's a problem. Because the person that is looking at your work is thinking to themselves, if I hire him, which of these persons will I be getting? Is it the one that photographs like this? Or is it the one that photographs like this? Or is it the one that photographs like this? Inconsistency in the way the portfolio looks. And once there's inconsistency in it, it brings doubt. And once there is doubt, there is indecision. And once there's indecision, do you know what we normally do when you don't have all of the information to make the decisions? We run away. We bail out. We ghost you. Because now we can't make the decision. So when you now look at it from the other way around, most times when clients ghost you, sometimes it's because they cannot make a decision. You've not armed them with the right information, with the right emotional touch points in your brand to help them come to a decision. And it is in that state of confusion they run away. Because at the end of that time, the only thing that they have to compare to what you've shown them, the confusion in their head is the price. And the price will always win. But if you have those other things embedded, those things would now, when put on the scale, because every time a client wants to make a decision and buy something, they will always put that thing on the scale. Once the price outweighs the benefit, they're out. So you need to position in such a way that a lot of things in the brand, in those touch points, when put on a scale with the price, it outweighs the price. At that point, the price is of no value to the client. So going back, you need to make sure that you remove every form of doubt. Anything at all that would not help them make a decision. Which goes back to the word. Let me put it here. You guys. This one is not for my client here. He knows what to do. You. Let your photographs look like it came from one hand. Let there be consistency. And people always think that consistency is about using the same preset. It's not. Consistency is not about using the same presets. Look at all of the photographers that you know.
The work still looks like that.
Whether he uses this preset on this photograph or uses another of his presets on this photograph, the work looks like his work. So you now say that it's not the preset. It is the work. Because preset is just one part of the product. That's color and tones, colors. But there are other things that makes the work. Light. You now see composition, framing, scale, contrast, shadows. All of those things are how people recognize your work outside of color. If you take out Beji's pictures and turn it to black and white, it will still look like his work. So was it really the preset? If you take all of Jose Villa, the guy that photographed Mr. Easy's wedding, and turn it to black and white, wouldn't it still look like his work? So it shows you that what makes the work consistent is not just the color tones. It is the other visual elements that people don't pay attention to that actually makes up what people say or like. This is this guy's work. There are photographers that like to pose their clients. There are photographers that don't pose their client at all. They just take photographs of their clients in natural positions and all of those kind of things. There are photographers that uses hard light. There's photographers that uses soft light. There's photographers that uses even with the steady light. Those steady lights does two things. Light are two kinds. It's either it's hard or it's soft. No matter the source that you use. So you can use a strobe, you can use a continuous light, it doesn't really matter. What matters is the modifier that you put on it. It is the modifier,
That determines
the quality of the light. So the people that photograph and how they look with lighting, they have a particular modifier that they use. Or they have a particular style of light that they use. So when you rip off the colors, the light will still be there. When you rip off the colors, the composition will still be there. When you rip off the colors, the scale, the framing will still be there. The use of shadows will still be there. The use of contrast will still be there. The use of juxtapositioning will still be there. The use repetition, it's still going to show in the work without the color. So you cannot say that you're using presets alone to have your look. Because if that is stripped off, that means you have no look.
focusing on the wrong thing.
You are focusing on the wrong thing. Do you not see where we are going with this? That's the goal. We build it in such a way that it runs all of it by itself. And I'm glad that the first and the most foundational thing in all of this, we have fixed it. You see all of these things we're doing here? If this is not fixed, it will not work. We need to fix here.